sun. Exactly. You could live this, Gemini. You could really live this. And you've got to just let go of that fear of non-security. Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your Astroflower reading game from the 17th to the 23rd of October. I thank you very much for your support that you give this channel. I really do appreciate it. Have you seen the monthlies, the equinox and the eclipse readings? Changes are afoot. Changes are afoot. Let's go straight in here and let's see what's going on with your weekly reading, the overall energies here. There's a rise in status for you. And it's almost as if, like, you know those sort of cartoons when you can, people are sat on top of a fountain and then the water comes through and they're sitting bobbing on top of a fountain. This is, you know, the energy is trying to bring you right up to the height of everything. Two of Pentacles. What's that all about? I'll tell you what, that came out with Aquarius in exactly the same position. So yeah, it's gonna, it's bringing you to the front where you're going to be able to see clearly, and so you can actually apply your time on one thing at a time. And I think you're going to really enjoy that. It's going to make things very clear cut, very clean, everything like that. It's also going to reveal a few things that you didn't quite see, basically, because you haven't really focused upon it. So, you know, let's just see what goes on here. This is your karmic message for your relationship side. I know it can be difficult sometimes in relationships, and it could be from your family, your friends, your community and everything like that, because relationships depend on more than one person, and you're so giving, Gemini, that sometimes you're your own worst enemy. I almost want you to say to you, just roll over and let your heart shine. Just show your soft underside and just allow that to shine out. I think that's the best way. And it's almost sort of saying to the rest of the world, sort of saying, if you want to hurt me, just go ahead and hurt me, you know, so we can get done and get over it, you know, get through it. You know, I think, yeah, I think this is it. Sort of happiness, kind of saying, look, I'm not putting up with any of this rubbish anymore. I want happiness in my life. And that's a really good attitude. I think that's an attitude you should have with all your relationships, because you put out for a lot of people and you may not get all the returns that you should get back. Let's just see how the universe is trying to guide that or influence that karmic message. Yeah, no one can judge you like you're not allowed to judge anybody else, because we're all living our own life. We're all trying to get there, and here's the universe sort of kind of going, don't worry about other people's judges, or don't get involved in judging other people. You know, start concentrate on manifesting your happiness. I think that's the main thing for you, Gemini, this week within your relationships. It's letting go of a lot of things that might have caused, or you might have caused your own sort of like trouble for yourself. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this karmic message here. There's a lot of music in there. There's a lot of rhythm. There's almost, you know, it's partying. It's very social in a way, but not necessarily of your making. So it could be like that someone's throwing a party and they invite you, or, you know, an evening meal or an afternoon barbecue, or there could be just, you know, a band playing at the local square and you go down there and just meet people. I think this is what the guides are trying to influence you and encourage you in your coincidences, so you can have a fair exchange with other people. I think it's just going out there and getting that fair exchange. And I think that's what that's showing, that side of sort of going, if you want to hurt me, you hurt me, that's fine. You know, but I just, you know, you'll find out straight away who are doing, who's the fair exchange, who's the people that are really worth you spending your time with. Let's just see how, because there's a transition within you, Gemini, like everybody in this period here as we go into these eclipses. They're saying don't worry about it. Keep your eye on the goal. Keep your eye on that manifestation of your happiness, of this happiness after difficulty. And I think the difficulty part is actually allowing yourself to be free around other people. It's sometimes a little bit difficult for you. Sometimes. And once you've mastered it, you're going to be brilliant at it. There's no one better than you. Yeah, it's a little anticipation before going on that journey. So these guides here, they may be, quelling that idea within you, sort of saying, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? And I think they're going to be turning around to you and sort of saying, yes. But even if they say no, I would listen to them. So if there's this band on in the centre of town, and you kind of go, should I go, should I, should I go? And then you get that voice kind of start saying, no. Don't go. But if it's saying yes, do go. That's what I'm sort of saying here. There's a lot of anticipation here. And I think the inner voices of our internal conversation that we all have, I would be very attentive to it at the moment. And that's the same for every sign at the moment. Let's just see what's going on in your job, your business, and your project front. As one door closes, another door opens. I think there's something you're working on. It could have been a long-term goal in you that may need a bit of drastic changes in your life. It could be changing a job or changing your business, closing your business down, or completely evolving it in a different way. But I think there's the desire within you to start living your childhood dream in a way. Yeah, the sun. Exactly. You could live this, Gemini. You could really live this. And you've got to just let go of that fear of non-security. Because if you are just so great at doing and processing things and getting things done, that you will get that happiness out of that business, out of that job, out of that project. You've got to learn to push for that and go for that. And I think this is what this is concentrating on. These two of Pentacles. It's concentrating on that happiness after difficulty within your relationships. And on this side, it's concentrating and then exploring that ultimate happiness within you in regards to your job and your business. Let's just see how the universe is trying to influence this karmic message. They're offering you a new beginning. This is what I'm saying, where if you want to do what you want to do, if you're going to fulfill that karmic mission within you, it may need a bit of a change within your life. They're encouraging you to dream big. Go follow your dreams. I think this is much more based upon this sort of side of things. On your business side, your job and stuff like that. Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams, Gemini. You've got everything your side. Everything is backing you up here. Follow your dreams. Okay, let's just see how your guides are trying to influence. And this is where it's bringing up stuff from the past about what you did when you were younger, what sort of things make you excited. If you enjoyed, let's just say, you love honey and therefore you want to be a beekeeper, then go ahead and do it. Because you're going to find it so joyful that no money will replace the amount of respect you have for yourself and the absolute joy, which totally comes up in the monthly, the equinox and the eclipse readings. Yeah, it's getting that clear vision, and you're going to get victories within it if you follow those clear visions. And this is how your guides are trying to create coincidences around you so you can actually orientate yourself in that direction. If you're in a job that you're really enjoying, how can you progress it even further? How can you make that promotion? Or if you're enjoying your business, I think this is going to sort of like make you feel comfortable. This is the other side of the coin. It could be, if you're really comfortable with what you're doing, is with that comfort, how can you now push it even further, basically? Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence the conversation that is within you. Looking at the world around us and the complications within the economies, why not go for it? going for it is actually more secure than relying on an economy that is having difficulty at the moment. Let's put it that way, in many aspects. And I think this has came out beautifully in the monthly readings. So here they're trying to encourage you to sort of say, if you really want that security in your life, you can also create it yourself. The Ace of Cups, following that happiness that comes out of that sun, and just expressing that side of that joy and following it. That's what they're trying to encourage you to do with the conversation that is within you. Really, really nice here. Let's just see what's going on, what the outcome of all of this is. It's a caterpillar to butterfly moment next week. If you manage to do this, it's quite amazing, really, what comes out of it. It's like ultimate dreams, or it's a real, even if it's just a step on the path to your ultimate dreams, which this is what this comes from, the ultimate desires. Yeah, it's going to give you that confidence within you to go forward even further. Yeah, there's going to be people that's going to try and knock you off your perch, but then that's their own jealousy. That's their problem. Leave them with it. Don't get involved with it. Concentrate on your fun, loving side and your passion that you do have with the things that you do enjoy. On both sides, really. In the description below, you'll find a copy to you of your book. You'll also find loads of other links to the Astroflower to learn a lot more about the Astroflower. Obviously, we've got those monthlies, eclipse, and the equinox readings that you can go and have a look at. I really do appreciate your support for this channel. Gemini, my grandfather was Gemini, and he was such a honourable man. Really was. Lovely guy. And I try and be as a tenth of what he could be, and I do appreciate you, Gemini, for being here for us. It's absolutely beautiful. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.